Come off the hour, come off the man. Second European title, you must be over the moon.
I am, yeah. It was one of those things again that there was a big jump put out early on by somebody else, and I had to respond to that. And I love those scenarios. I really do. I do this because I enjoy jumping. I enjoy the competition. And it was great to see one of my best friends in the sport, Michel Toneas, go out there and put out a 20. I'm gutted for him. He hasn't actually qualified for the Olympics yet. He's been hitting windy jumps. So I'm hopeful that he gets that, because he is one of my best friends, and it's nice to have your friends out there when you're competing. But no, I do this to try and win. I do this to try and jump well and everything else, and I'm pleased with today's performance. Again, 8:25 isn't going to set the world alight. It's not the longest jump in the world. It's not even the longest jump for me this season. But I did what I needed to do to win again, and I took 3 jumps yesterday, 6 jumps today. I feel pretty good from that, and I think that's very important.
You mentioned the distance. You seem to be, I mean, a lot of people obviously going to criticise the fact that you've won another medal and you haven't done that far, but the fact is you won the medal. Isn't that all that matters at the end of the day?
Absolutely, yeah, I don't care. I mean, if I win the Olympic Games in 5 weeks' time jumping 7 metres, I don't care. It doesn't matter. Big distances can come at tracks all over the world. That's not what's important. It's the medals that are important. And to be able to look back at my career already and say I've won 5 major titles, I'm still the Europe's best jumper. That's a big deal, and that's how I've always wanted my career, medals. And you speak to any ex-athlete, they don't care what times they did, what distances they jumped or through. All they wanted was medals. And I've spoken to plenty who have won Olympic medals and people who haven't, and they said they'll change everything just to have an Olympic medal. I've already got that, and I'm aiming to get another.
And you came in less than 100%, right?
Yeah, I mean, I've been dealing with this neck. That's why I've not jumped for the last month, and obviously loss of hearing, which has been a real nightmare and very, very frustrating for me. But you've got to deal with it. These things happen. I mean, there's not many jumpers in the world, I think, that have lost their hearing from doing the event. But we're working on getting it, and I'm hoping that when we see the specialist again on Monday, we can come up with some ideas to try and clear it before Rio. But who knows? I might have lost it for life, and if that's the case, I have to deal with it. But I imagine there'll be plenty of issues I'll have when I'm about 40, having things replaced and whatever else from this sport. But it's worth it, because the moments like today, going out there and stepping on a podium, they really are special, and I absolutely love doing this sport for those moments.
Thanks for your time. Appreciate it. I've got to ask you one question I've asked everybody, and it's so futile where you're concerned, but I have to ask it anyway. Your favourite moment from the London Olympic Stadium, what is that?
London Olympic Stadium, blimey, that is... I always want to go for an obscure one, because I don't want it to just be... I mean, the thing is that the catalyst for me at that Olympic Games was watching Jess win, because that was just before my 4th round jump, and I remember the crowd going absolutely wild, and I just thought, I just want a bit of that. I want to be the Olympic champion as well. So probably it's like a thanks to Jess as well, because that really did sort of boost things inside me, and I felt this rush of adrenaline. So that was special, because I was out there to experience it, and she was the poster girl of the Olympics, and I got one of the closest seats to watch her win.
On that note, thank you very much.